Hi guys, this is going to be the next car up on the build table, and it's the next car in my GTO build series. So far we've done the 64, the 65, the 66, the 67. We've done 170, so that leaves 70, 71, and 72, which were basically identical cars. The real difference between 71 and 72 was the pattern of the grille and the pattern of the reflectors and the taillights. One had like a honeycomb, and the other one had like a pyramid grid on the taillights, and one had like slots, and the other one had honeycomb up here. So off the top of my head, I can't remember which one was which. But anyway, we're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing a couple of these. We'll do one as a 71, one as a 72, possibly. But I am going to be doing probably doing one as a stock version and one as a judge version, very possibly. Along with doing, I want to do a couple more 70s. I want to do Reggie Dunlap's 70 GTO from Slapshot, and then of course the Dazed and Confused 70 GTO. We'll be doing that one at some point in the near future as well. But anyway, this is one we're going to start on next. This is one of the old Walmart boxes. They're still available. You can get these up cheap for 20-30 bucks anytime off of eBay or any of the other sites. So we'll look at a few of the parts. I don't know if I'll dig everything out, but we'll look at some of it. Let me adjust the camera. And we can talk a little bit about, so this is the 72 body. If you find one of the 70 kits, the nose piece is not attached. And if you want to, Matt over at Lucas C Products, which you can get from Andy's Hobby Shop out there in Arizona, he has a hood and front end kit to convert the 72 body to a 70. The only other thing you have to do is to make this a 70, you have to fill in this. I have to zoom in here. Fill in this vent. The 70s didn't have this, so you'd have to just putty over that and fill it in. Other than that, they pretty much just kind of tweaked the body a little bit to make the 70 and from the 70 body to the 72 body. So yeah, that's the body, and the glass is inside there. It does come with some kits I've seen of this have pad printed wheels, and some do not. So that's kind of a crapshoot. I guess it depends on when it was actually produced, which version, whether or not it has pad printed wheels or not. But that's not a big issue for not buying one. And there's our taillights there. They wrap into the bumper. We'll talk about the bumper a little bit when we get to it. It does come with the basic old promo style chassis. The holes here are to screw the chassis to the body. But it is cut out. You do get an engine. To me, the engine seems like it's under scale for the car, especially considering that most of the GTOs would have had either 389, a 400, or a 455 in them. The kit engine seems like it's like a 128 or 129 scale. It's just not big enough. So I usually replace it with either the engine from the 66 Nova or 67 Chevelle, or any other source you want. I know I think Texas 3D makes a real nice big block Pontiac engine transmission combo that would work really well for this. It's got the real basic interior bucket all-in-one type thing, but you can pick out some details on it and make it look decent. So yeah, on this one, you see that with the body, the front nose piece was on, but here's the front balance lower piece. On the 70, it was all in one section. Here's our dash. It's pretty nice. And some of these kits you actually end up with, because all these parts carried over from the 67 GTO kit from some of the others. So you'll see some of the times you'll see parts that are from other kits, other versions of the GTO. Here's our rear end with the built-in exhaust built in, and it has the metal rod for the rear axle, and it has pins for the front axle. So it's an older, definitely an older kit. There's the head seat cushions. These are, you can put them in upside down or right side up to adjust the height of your wheels. Rear valance. These, I have no clue what those are. So that might be one of the parts that came from one of the other kits. This version does come with the Christmas tree for the drag racing version, and there's our heater core, or our radiator core. You get extra shocks in there that you could, coilover shocks that you could stick in somewhere that they're not called for in the kit, but they're there. You could definitely use them. Yeah, here is the engine. And it doesn't look small just sitting here, but when you put it inside that car, it just looks way too small. It does come with the racing seats. It comes with a basic roll bar. There's a second radiator. There's our transmission there. We do have the hood tack. And if you're doing the, have the induction option to have the induction opened up on the hood, that's the parts for that. For, I think, for the 67. For the 70 through 72, it would be different. It would have the round, big round air breather with the foam piece with the 2 holes in it for that. And what else we got? Last tree we have is our hood. You do get the dragster wheels. They do not fit our dragster tires. These are plastic. The other ones are rubber. I don't believe they fit onto the wheels that come in the kit, but they're a nice thing to have around for other builds that you could probably find a set of. You probably have a set of wheels in your stash that will fit those. And then there's our firewall and battery. It does come with the wing for the 69 GTO, which would be the wrong wing for the 70 through 72 GTO. But if you have the 69 Olds AMT 442, the Hurstolz kit, the 442 Hurstolz, it does come with a wing, which would be more correct for the 70 to 72 GTO Judge. So that's our parts. His parts. They all come with this kind of 80s tribal decal thing for them, which I'm not a big fan of. You do get your GTO badges for the size. Apologize for the heater coming on. GTO badges for the fenders and the trunk, if you're doing that on a color where that would work out. And you do get a few contingency stickers on it with that for there. Now, one thing, it's a kind of, if you want to live with it type thing. The rear bumper is a hair too wide for the body. It's close enough you can kind of live with it, but if you're doing this as an upper grade build, it's real simple to cut it right in the middle there through the license plate, trim out what you need, adjust, trim, and fit it out, glue it back together, a little putty, and reshoot it with some super chrome or Revell chrome or whatever your chrome of choice is. It does come with the Rally PMD Rally wheels, and it comes with like a turbine kind of vortex type wheel. It does have an option to build it with a stock engine or with a supercharger. And say it does. Does come with the Christmas tree for drag racing scene, so you can set up there. And there's our front headlights. The headlights are molded into the chrome front grille, and then the grille inserts are plastic, regular plastic that you paint and stick in there. So that is the kit. And say I would make a 71 or 72 kit out of that. Let me see if I can. I think I have it here. in this box, because this is another version you might see of it. It's the exact same kit, but you know, just different boxing. And I think I have them in here. Yes, here they are. I mentioned earlier, our good friend Matt over there at Lucas C Products makes conversion to change the 72 box, because the 72s or 70s are almost impossible. Sorry, my camera tripod is funky. AMT MPC only released the 70 GTO in a stock-ish car one time, and then they reworked the tooling to make it into the 72, 71, 72, 70, you know, that later one. So Matt has done. So the actual 70 GTOs are like hen's teeth to find them. So because then they altered, now they've altered the tooling to the super stocker, so you're kind of never gonna see it unless somebody decides to retool it. But anyway, Matt does this conversion kit to backdate the 72 back into a 70. So you get the proper hood, grill, the front roll pan. He's got marker lights down in there. So yeah, you can switch it back. He even marked off the cast. It's probably off an original 70 because it's got the cutout area where you could cut it out if you wanted to have the supercharger sticking through. And these are not very expensive. They're a little bit, but not too bad. It's 30 bucks, but he's the only game in town for that. So that is an option if you really need to have a 70, is to get this Lucas C kit, and you can get that from Andy's Hobbies. He sells through Andy's Hobby headquarters out there in Arizona. So anyway, we'll be grabbing on this build pretty quick. Probably already have a lot of it, not all of it done, but a good chunk of it ready before you even see this video. So with that, if you want to get one of my shop cards, just hit me up with an email with your address and I'll send you one out. No matter where you are, because Canada Post is working again, so we can send it worldwide. And with that, I say, no matter where you are in the world when you watch this video, I'll say good morning, good evening, good night, and we will see you next time.